Morning, guys. Okay, today we're going to start with Unit 4, Lesson C. So, for the first activity, I'm going to explain you uh, what do you have to do. Okay. So I'm going to send you a link in the Zoom chat, in the meeting chat, and you will have to open this link. Uh, Let me open the chat. Here it is. Okay. And also I'm going to send you to the WhatsApp group. Okay, you have the link in the Zoom chat or in the WhatsApp group. So here you have to, as you can see here, modo escritura and modo selección. You have to click on modo selección first here. Then you have to click where it says pause here to start the game. Pulsa aquí para iniciar el juego. This is a song in which you're going to listen to and try to choose the correct word, the correct missing word to complete the song. Okay, guys. So, and here it says that maybe you have to create an account, but if you don't want, and in this case, you have just to click on quizás en otro momento, maybe later. Okay, and then you just click here to start it to the WhatsApp group. Okay, and I'm going to do an example for you to uh, have a clear lesson. Okay, so we're going to start. Let me see. Okay, let me. We're going to see some expressions to check understanding and the different uses of so. Okay, because sometimes we can hear a lot of so in English, but it's important to know all the different uses in which people can use so. So let's see. Okay, but the first activity, you will have 2 minutes to read these three sentences, and you just have to check or to select the one that is true for you. Okay, according to your personality or to your reality. Okay, so I'm going to read these statements, and then you have to choose one. I love going to big parties where I don't know many people. I prefer going to small parties with a few friends I know well. And the final one, I like going to parties with co-workers or classmates. Okay, so you will have just 2 minutes to answer to select one of these statements according to your reality, to what is true for you. Mhm. Okay, and then we will see. Okay, maybe Sabrina, which one it's more likely to describe you?
I like.
The third one, I like going to parties with coworkers or classmates. Okay, nice to know. Thank you, Sabri. Let's see. Nancy, please. Which one describes you? Okay. Uh, so let's see. Anderson, please. Which of these statements is true for you?
¿Se me escucha, teacher?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Number two, I prefer going to small parties with a few friends I know well.
Okay, thank you. Vicky, do you want to say something? You were raising your hand.
Yes, teacher. I prefer going to small parties with a few friends I know well.
Yes, that's it. Okay, guys, thank you. I see that most of you are more likely to choose the second and the third one. Okay, because maybe going to parties where a lot of new people maybe you don't know can be overwhelming or maybe dangerous. No, we don't know. Who knows? Okay, guys. So now we're going to do a reading activity. So for this activity, I need two students. Okay, someone who's going to be Hugo and some other who's going to be Greg. So let me see who hasn't participated yet. Please, Eric, you're going to be Hugo. Okay, and let me see, Alex, please, you're going to be Greg.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so please, guys, start. First, Eric.
So there's another work party on Friday. You're going this time, right?
I don't know. To be honest, I hate those things.
Really? What's that?
Well, I know it's supposed to be fun, but I'm just not every good at all that small talk.
So parties aren't you thing, huh?
Not really. I just don't like big rows of people. It rather all one on one. So,
So you're not going to go?
no, I'll probably try get out of it somehow. So, yeah, it just say I have other plans.
Okay, guys, thank you. Now we're going to to listen to this conversation. And let me share. Here it is. Okay. Here we have the same dialogue, and now we're going to listen. Okay.
Page 38, Lesson C. You're going this time, right? 1. Conversation strategy. Checking your understanding. B. Listen. How does Greg feel about parties?
So, there's another work party on Friday. You're going this time, right?
I don't know. To be honest, I hate those things.
Really? Why's that?
Well, I know it's supposed to be fun, but I'm just not very good at all that small talk.
So, parties aren't your thing, huh?
Not really. I just don't like big groups of people. I'd rather talk one-on-one, so...
So, you're not going to go?
No. I'll probably try and get out of it somehow. So, yeah, I'll just say I have other
Okay, guys.
plans.
As you can see here, there are some words that are used to check understanding. For example, this first one, let me see, right, right. This word means verdad, in this case, right. Um, Also, really, this word ha, and let me see, we have another one. Mm, okay. Yeah, so these are some expressions to check understanding, guys. For example, when you're talking to someone, in this case, so there's another work party on Friday. You're going this time, right? vas a ir esta vez, ¿verdad? Right? In this case, it's just for checking understanding. Okay, I don't know. To be honest, I hate those things. And here we have really, en verdad. Why is that? ¿Por qué? Why is that? And also here we have, so parties aren't your thing, huh? Okay, in this case, this is like similar to right, I guess, in this case. But also we can say it, and maybe you can hear in some series, if you watch English series or music, you can find this ha, okay? It's just also for checking understanding, guys. Okay, so let me clear the screen, and we're going to pass to this activity. Okay, so in this activity, we're going to change these sentences, these statements, in order to change them from, uh, sorry, from these questions to statement questions. Okay, so for making this, we have to add these. See, to add these expressions. For example, how, you know, to change this. But we need to to change this when just when it's needed, guys. Okay, so as you can see here, the first example. So, aren't you going to show up at all? And here we have almost the same, but different, because here we have, first of all, we don't have the comma after so, we don't have also the subject in this case changed the place, okay? So aren't you in this case, so you aren't going to show at all, because the question is just this expression, huh? And so the question mark is not here, and that's the reason why we have to change this question. Okay, guys? So, uh, so this could be, so you aren't going to show up at all, huh? Okay. And the second one, let's see. No, those work parties aren't my thing. In this case, we're going to change just this question. Okay, because here we said it says that we have to change only the questions. Okay. For example, how we can replace this question? ¿Cómo le podríamos cambiar para utilizar el ha in this case?
Teacher sería, excuse me, teacher, a ver, no, sería, no work, those parties are in my team.
Okay. In this case, we are not going to change this base sentence. This is going to stay the same. No, those work parties are in my thing. This is going to stay the same. Esa no le vamos a cambiar. We're going to change this one, just the question. Do you like them? ¿Cómo le quitaríamos para que no sea pregunta? Y solo le pondríamos la pregunta en la frase, en el ha.
En vez del punto, una coma y ja, en vez pero de la pregunta, do you like them?
Okay, yes, but let me see.
Algo tenemos que eliminar ahí. Si estamos transformando, estamos regresando, no estamos formando preguntas, estamos haciendo lo opuesto. De pregunta vamos a volver a convertirla en una oración.
Teacher, entonces en vez de ja con un signo de pregunta, ja con un signo de interrogación,
No, no,
perdón, de
no.
exclamación.
No,
¿Sí?
no tiene que ver el signo de pregunta. Aquí lo que tenemos que estar pendientes es en el sujeto y en el auxiliar. En las preguntas, para preguntar, nosotros ocupábamos el auxiliar. Si ustedes quieren transformar esa pregunta a una oración positiva, ¿qué pasa con el auxiliar? ¿Permanece o se quita?
Solo hay que quitar al auxiliar.
¿Cómo nos quedaría, Lili?
Yes.
You like them. Y sin signo de pregunta.
Coma, y ahí añadimos ese sonido extra
Sí.
que nos da como el tono de pregunta. You like them, huh?
Yes, that's it. Okay. Let me see what I did.
Teacher, en vez de have también puede ir really, ¿no es cierto?
Ujú. Más que el really, el right sería. You like them, right?
Okay, so let me. Okay, yeah. In this case, that's the correct answer, guys. So we only have to change the questions, guys. Okay. So let's see with the third one. Let's see. Yeah, but you don't want to network. This is the question in this part. Um, but in this case, it's not needed to add any of these expressions like right, have, because yeah, the question is have completely sense. Okay, we don't have to change this question, so it's the same. But you don't want to network. It's the same. Okay, so let's see the next one. Okay, here we have, but yeah, but I'm happy in my job right now. I'm not looking for a promotion or anything. And here is the question. Do you want to work your way up in the organization? So do you think here we need to change something to add these expressions or not? What do you think, guys?
Teacher, estamos haciendo la de Hugo, o sea, la de anterior, el recuadro anterior o la última.
Let me put it, this one,
Ok.
because this one is correct like it is. Que está
Entonces,
bien como está.
Eso significa que hay algunas preguntas que podemos transformarles en oraciones y añadir estos sonidos. Y hay otras preguntas que no, porque van a perder su sentido o el significado. Entonces hay que leer bien para ver si es que se puede cambiar o no se puede cambiar.
Yes. So, for example, the last one, yeah, but don't you want to network? Okay, so this question is tienen ya en sentido completo, guys. So it's not needed to change it into a sentence, into a just a sentence. So let's see if we it is possible to change this question, the fourth one, I guess, this one, uh, or not, or what do you think, or it is clear enough? Maybe let me see.
che, entonces, en este caso, si le eliminamos el auxiliar, quedaría you not want to work your way up in the organization, coma y, y have, sin el auxiliar, o en este caso sí le dejamos el auxiliar.
Okay, so in this case, it's not needed to change it. Okay, no es necesario cambiarle porque ya como está la oración, tiene sentido completo. Pero en el caso de que sea de cambiarle, podría ser you want, okay, this is negative. Maybe you don't want to work your way up in the organization. And we place the comma, and one of these expressions could be ha or right. So that's it. And here we just have to change the subject. And from don't, that is when we place the auxiliary at the beginning when we're doing a question, but when we're writing just a normal sentence, we have to place first the personal pronoun, the subject, in this case you. And it could be you don't want to work your way up in the organization, comma, right, and the question mark. Okay, so let me write it over here. You don't, sorry, don't want to work your way, work your way up in the organization. In this case, it could be right, right. That's it. But in this case, it's not needed to do that because it's already this question has already full sense. Okay, okay. Tiene un sentido completo, no es necesario cambiarle. But in some other sentences like this, for example, do you like them? You can change it to you like them, huh? Okay, so let's see the next one. Let's see. Actually, no, not really. So, are you pretty ambitious? Let's see this one. What do you think? This can be, ¿le podemos cambiar o no? Let me see. Maybe Erika, please. What do you think?
Ya le iba a decir yo, teacher, pero
Okay. Maybe the next one you will participate, Alex. So don't worry. Let's see, Erika, please.
Yo creo que sí se puede cambiar, teacher. Se quitaría la expresión, so
Okay.
quedaría, are you pretty ambitious?
Okay, you say that we need, let me see, are you pretty ambitious? And what else? What else do we add? ¿Qué más le añadimos?
Quedaría el right.
Sorry, sorry, you said you are. Okay, in this case, but don't forget, we need first to place the comma, okay? Comma. Okay, in this case, we can place right or also and the question mark. But in this case, the expression so it's not needed to, no lo podemos quitar, no es necesario quitarle porque también nos ayuda a darle sentido a la oración. Entonces quedaría el so también. Al inicio, ¿cómo está? So you are pretty ambitious, right? Or so you are pretty ambitious, huh? In this case, nos quedaría así. Yes, thank you, Eric. And okay, and let's see the final one. So, do you know a lot of people in the company? Okay. Also, another expression to check understanding, let me write it over here. In this case, as I told you before, uh, also right, right. Also then can be, okay. This can be some, then can be other expression to check understanding in this case. So let's see the final one. So, do you know a lot of people in the company? What do you think, guys? We can change this question to a sentence or not? Maybe, let me see. Digna, please. Do you know the answer? ¿Se puede cambiar o no?
Creo que sí, teacher.
Ok, ¿cómo quedaría?
So, do you know a lot of people in the company?
let's see. But in this case, we only have to eliminate, le quitamos el do in this case, ¿ok? Porque no es necesario, solo le ponemos si es que fuera negativo, pero como esta oración es afirmativa, ya no le ponemos el do. So, you know a lot of people in the company. And you say right? Did you say right or what? You can use ha, right, or then. Which one?
El hat,
Okay, in this case, let's put it. Um, oh. Okay, but also we can use another one. We can use right, right, and then, and the question mark at the end.
Teacher, y no puede ir el really,
Okay, yes, también. It
o
could be
hay,
also.
o hay ciertas oraciones en las que va.
El really le utilizamos más como que al inicio puede ser, como una respuesta más como para sorpresa, para demostrar sorpresa. Por ejemplo, veamos el ejemplo arriba. Okay, let me clear this part. Okay, this part too. Mira, por ejemplo, aquí le dice, I don't know. To be honest, I hate those things. Dice, no lo sé. Para ser honesto, yo odio esas cosas. I hate those things. Dice, really? Es como que lo utilizamos más al inicio para mostrar sorpresa in this case. Why is that? Ya. Y aquí por eso quedaba en la última. So, you know a lot of people in the company, comma, how, right, or then, could be. Okay, guys.
Teacher, y en este caso no puede ir really, so you cannot allow people in the company, o no.
Mm, maybe sí podría ir al really también. Really, pero depende de lo que diga arriba en el chat, la otra persona en la conversación. Dice, I guess I am, but the parties are fun anyway, and the people are interesting. Yes, you can use really. Really? So, in this case, so you know a lot of people in the company, comma, ha, right, or then, and the question mark, el signo de interrogación al final.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, Alex, thank you for your question. So, let's pass to the next activity. Now we are going to focus on the different uses of so. So here are some, here as you can see are some uses of so. So we are going to start analyzing one per one. The first one says, we can use so to start a new topic, often with a question. For example, when we are talking to someone and we want to start with a new topic, we can use. So there's another work party on Friday in this case. Así que hay una nueva fiesta, hay otra fiesta el viernes in this case. So there's another work party, fiesta de trabajo, work party on Friday. Es como que para comenzar con un nuevo tema. O si es que estamos conversando con alguien y queremos meter un tema adicional, otro tema, we can use so at the beginning in this case. And this so, it's accompanied with a comma. Okay, don't forget. So, comma, and the sentence, the new topic you need to start in the conversation in this case. Okay, don't forget to start a topic, and maybe this could be often with a question. But in this case, it's not a question. Okay, let's see the second one. Also, so is also used to check understanding, to check your understanding. So in this case, we have so parties are in your thing, huh? Okay, as you can see, this so it's at the beginning, but without comma, no tiene una coma. So parties are in your thing, huh? In this case, and also we use this expression, huh? That means in this case like verdad. So parties are in your thing, huh? Así que las fiestas no son no son de tu estilo, en este caso sería no son como de tu agrado, ¿verdad? Okay. So remember, when you need to check understanding, you use so, but without comma, and maybe one of these expressions that we saw before. For example, how, right, or then. Okay. Now let's see the third one. Also, we can use so to pause, to make a pause, and let the other person draw a conclusion. Okay. In this case, I rather talk one-on-one. So, en este ejemplo, por ejemplo, por ejemplo, ok, es para hacer una pausa. I would rather talk one-on-one, coma, so, y aquí podemos iniciar una nueva idea o, in this case, bueno, como una conclusión de algo dependiendo de la conversación que estemos teniendo con otra persona. And the final one, to close a topic. Ok, para cerrar un tema también podemos utilizar el so. Y aquí utilizamos al inicio, puede ser también so, coma, yeah, in this case. Así, sí, I'll just say I have other plans. Okay, I'll just say I have other plans. Ok, aquí dice solo, quiero decir que tengo otros planes y ya. So yeah, I just said I have other plans. Y esta sería para finalizar, digamos, un tema o una conversación, también utilizamos so. And these are some few uses of so, but we're going to learn some other uses, guys. So please pay attention. Let me clear the screen. Okay, so let's pass to the next slide. Okay, in here we have some other uses of so, in different meanings. Okay, so let's see. The different meanings of so. Uh, please, let me see. Mauricio, please help me reading this square, this part. The word so. Please, Mauri, are you there? Okay, so please, Galito, help me reading this part.
Galito, your microphone is on, but we cannot hear you again.
Okay, I thought maybe
¿Puedo
you could
leerlo,
fix
teacher?
that.
Buenos días.
Okay, please, Diani, help me reading.
Yeah. The different meanings of so. The word so has five. Yeah. Eh, has five common uses in English. Very simple. We call expression this by discovering the five different functions in a fair word.
Okay, Diani. So we're going to see five different uses of so also, okay? The first one says that we can use so to express consequence, okay? Don't forget to express consequence. In this case, the expression so will have the meaning like therefore, por lo tanto, sería. Okay, para cuando queremos hablar de consecuencias, in this case. Efecto, consecuencia. Si hago esto, pasa esto. Okay? So there you can use so. And then we are going to see some examples for you to have a clearer idea. Okay? So, but that's the first use in this case. So the meaning of so, using it in to make a consequence, is therefore. It's similar to therefore. Es como por lo tanto. Entonces, so puede significar por lo tanto cuando queremos hablar de consecuencias. Effect and consequence, we can use so with the meaning of therefore. Let's see the second one. Also, so can use to express purpose. ¿Ok? Puede ser utilizado para expresar algún motivo. And in this case, the meaning of so could be in that, que significa para. ¿Ok? Puede significar para. Cuando utilizamos el so para transmitir un motivo o un propósito, utilizamos significaría para. Okay, so let's see the third one. So also is can be used to express addition. Okay, in this case, the meaning of so will be also, también sería el significado también. Cuando queremos añadir algo más, you can use so. Podemos utilizar also so. Let me write over here the meanings. Therefore, por lo tanto. In order that could be para. Also, that you already know, también. Okay, and let's see the next one. Also, so can be used to express a degree. Okay, in this case, also is used like an intensifier, to with a meaning similar to very. Okay, for example, we can say when we need to intensify something. For example, let me see. Uh, this apple is so big. In this case, esta manzana es muy grande. Okay, in this case, the meaning of so could be muy. Okay, it's so big, it's so red. No sé, podemos decir muchas cosas con el so. In this case. Pero dependiendo aquí es cuando vamos a hablar de cómo intensificar algo, ¿ok? As an intensifier, we're giving a degree, un grado de algo le damos a lo que queramos decir. And the final one, to express agreement or confirmation. For example, to express that we agree with something or something it's true in this case, okay? And now we're going to see some examples with each one of these different uses of so. So in here, the meaning will be es verdad or I agree in this case. Okay, is it true? It's true or I agree. So let me clear it and we pass to the next slide. Here we have the first examples with so expressing consequence, guys. So please, let me see. Who hasn't? Please, Vicky, help me reading the first example. This one. Vicky, are you there?
Excuse me, teacher, read?
Yes, please help me reading this one, the first one.
Okay, teacher. I took my umbrella with so I didn't get wet.
Okay, thank you, Vicky. In this case, we're expressing consequence. I took my umbrella with me, yo llevo mi paraguas conmigo, so I didn't get wet. Así que no me mojé. I didn't get wet. And in this case, we can change the two parts of the sentence because it will lose the sense of the sentence. Se puede perder el sentido. Por ejemplo, we cannot say, so I didn't get wet, I took my umbrella. That's incorrect. We cannot say it in that way. That's not. The correct way is just, like you see in the example. I took my umbrella with me, so I didn't get wet. And in this case, we're expressing a consequence. For example, we need to put something. The first part, the eh, la causa, ponemos aquí y una coma, el so y la consecuencia in this case. That is, I didn't get wet. Now let's see the next example. It was raining, so we stay at home. The same, expressing consequence. The third one, the pilots are all on strike, so there are no flights today. Do you know the meaning of this expression? To be on a strike? On a strike? Someone who tell me, alguien que sepa qué significa esta expresión? To be on a strike. Ok, dice, los pilotos están are all on a strike. So, no hay vuelos hoy. No hay ningún vuelo. So, what do you think it means? ¿Qué significará? Okay, in this case, this expression means that están en una huelga. Okay? Estar en una huelga o en un sindicato podría ser in this case. En una huelga. The pilots are all on a strike, so there are no flights today. No hay vuelos porque están en una huelga. And let's see the final example. They both have good jobs, so they have plenty of money. Okay, in this case, the same. We're using so to express consequence. Okay, guys, don't forget these uses because then we're going to do another activity with these different uses of so. Now let's see the second one that says, please, let me see. Maria Jose, please help me reading the first example. This one. Majo, are you there?
Yes, teacher. ¿Me puede repetir?
Please help me reading the first example. Ayúdame leyendo este primer ejemplo nomás.
Sí, teacher. Okay. Um, I took my umbrella with me, so I wouldn't get wet.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Okay, this example is similar to the previous one, but in this case, it says I wouldn't get wet. Okay, we're using so to express purpose in this case, un motivo, un propósito. Y dice, yo llevé mi paraguas conmigo para no mojarme, so I wouldn't get wet. Okay. And also in this part, we can also say in the opposite way. Okay, we can also say it, so I wouldn't get wet, comma, I took my umbrella. And as you can, in the first part, it was not possible to do that. Let me clear. Okay, it wasn't possible to change the two parts of the sentence, to change the place. But in this one, when we are expressing purpose, it is possible. Okay, yes, and you can see here we have some different examples where you can place so at the beginning of the sentence and also in the middle of the sentence. For example, the second one, so that you understand this, I'm making it as clear as possible. Aquí dice, para que tú entiendas esto, lo estoy haciendo tan claro como posible, como sea posible. Okay, and here we have some other examples using so to express purpose. Okay, don't forget. Let me see. Kumi, please. ¿Qué significa el so to express purpose? ¿Qué significado tiene en español? Are you there, Kumanda? Kumi, please. Okay, I guess you have maybe some trouble with your microphone because we can't hear you. There's just a noise. Okay, thank you, Kumi.
Sería
Teacher,
un motivo.
Okay, yes, un motivo. Okay, we're using so to express a purpose, un motivo, un propósito, pero ¿qué significado tenía en
teacher,
español?
teacher era para.
Yes, that's it.
Teacher,
Significa
en este
para.
no me puedo confundir con el for. No tiene la misma función.
Eh,
Ejemplo, le puedo decir, I took my umbrella with me for I want head with.
get what?
En vez del
Mm,
sol le puedo poner for
in
o
this
no.
case, not really, because el for utilizamos, sería como que, let me write an example. I,
Yes, you can't use for instead of so. No se puede utilizar el for.
in this case, I have, in this case, I have to study for a test. In this case, it's different. We use for also to means para, pero es diferente than so. Because in here we are just connecting two ideas. Okay, I took my umbrella with me so I wouldn't get wet. And also you can, okay, so that's it. And here we have some other examples, but we're going to pass to the next slide to see some other examples with the third use of so. In this case, so is used to express addition. So please, let me see. Javier, please help me reading the first one. Oh, I guess you have trouble with your mic.
I teacher.
Okay, please, Alex, help me reading.
So expression additions. The example C. Number one. I was living in Bombay, so did my boss. Number
Okay.
two, he says he's hot, the answer, but so does everyone also. Number three, this computer has broken down, and so has that one.
Okay, thank you, Alex. In this case, we are using so to express addition. So don't forget that so has the meaning of también in this case. Dice, I once lived in Bombay. Una vez yo vivía en Bombay. So did my boss. También mi jefe. So did my boss. And here we have the second one. He says he's got the answer, but so does everyone else. Él dice que tiene la respuesta, que encontró la respuesta, pero también todos los demás. This computer has broken down and so has that one. Esta computadora se rompió y también la otra. So has that one. Lo mismo le pasó a la otra. Okay, in this case, we're using so to express addition. Okay, cuando queremos decir también, we can use so. Let me clear. Okay, we will pass to the next slide. Also, here we have the use of so as an intensifier to express a degree. In this case, please, Lillian, please help me reading the first example.
This ice cream is so good.
Okay, so in this case, the meaning of so is muy. Ok, es como que le damos un significado eh, como que un poco exagerado puede ser, meaning extremely good in my opinion, in this case. Es como que en nuestra opinión damos nuestra opinión de que algo es muy bueno en este caso. This ice cream is so good, está muy bueno. And also we can say so old, in this case, the computer is so old, está muy vieja. Also también, in this example number 5, you'd work better if you didn't talk so much. Aquí dice para hablar demasiado también, so much, demasiado. Aquí also to say muy caro, so expensive. It's like to say very, but also we can use so. Podemos usar so o very. We can say this ice cream is very good or this ice cream is so good. Okay, so
Teacher,
this is the use. Tell me, Alex.
teacher, o sea, en todo, en este caso, en toditos puedo, en vez del solo puedo poner very sin importar la
Yes,
oración. Ah, ya.
yes, because it's the same meaning. Here it could be this ice cream is very good. This ice cream is okay, the same. This computer is very old. Okay, yes, you can replace in whatever of these examples. You can use very or so because they share the same meaning.
Okay, teacher.
Uh, yes, that's it. Thank you. Let me clear this part.
Teacher, disculpe, no sé si estoy mal, pero yo les he escuchado que dicen, por ejemplo, en ese último ejemplo, que dice del so expensive, les he escuchado que dicen tú, ¿no? So, por ejemplo, en el so me lo he escuchado que es como so cute, pero en el expensive yo les he escuchado que dicen too
Yes.
expensive, o
Sí, también se puede utilizar el to. In this case, el very, very expensive, el to,
a ver y si no he escuchado, que me entiendan.
very, y in this case, el so. Whatever of these can be used. But maybe you can hear also too expensive, he talks too much, this computer is too old. Ok, podemos escuchar en estas tres diferentes formas, pero están las tres formas bien. Pero en esta clase solo estamos viendo los usos del so, así que
Allá,
es más para explicarles también que el so también se puede utilizar en este caso para expresar como un grado de algo. Es como que muy sería el significado, muy caro, muy viejo, muy bueno, muy feo y así. Pero también
gracias.
si se utiliza el to, el very y el so in this case. These are intensifiers. Son intensificadores, intensifiers. But thank you, Lily. And let's see. Also that we can use so to express agreement or confirmation. Podemos utilizar el so para expresar que estamos de acuerdo o una confirmación. Agreement or confirmation. So let me see, please. Maybe Digna, please help me reading the first example.
He was very angry and he told me so.
Yes, thank you. In this case, he was very angry and he told me so. Él estaba muy enojado. As you can see here, it's very. You can replace from to or so. He was so angry, he was too angry, but in this case it's very. He was very angry and he told me so. Él estaba muy enojado y me lo dijo. Y me lo dijo. ¿Ok? He told me so. Me lo dijo es como una confirmación. Let's read the second one. Uh, please, Lisbeth, please help me reading the second one.
I'm going to London next week, or at least I hope so.
Okay, thank you. This is one expression, okay? We're using I hope so. This expression means eso espero. I hope so. Eso espero. In this case, it's like a confirmation. Okay, I'm going to London next week, or at least I hope so. Me voy a Londres la siguiente semana, o al menos eso espero. I hope so. Okay, don't forget I hope so. Eso espero. Don't forget. Let's see. Let's see this one. Please, Diani, help me reading the example number 5.
Yes, teacher. Will they ever know what's really happening? I don't think so.
Okay, thank you. This is also like another expression that can be used. I think so or I don't think so. In a positive way is I think so. In a negative way is I don't think so. Y esto significa eh, eso creo. En this case, eso creo o no lo creo. En negativo. I think so, eso creo. Y I don't think so, no lo creo. Okay, in this case dice, will they ever know what really happened? I don't think so. ¿Sabrán ellos qué pasó en realidad? No lo creo, dice. Okay. So in this case, we're using these expressions to show a confirmation in this case. No lo creo. Es como que confirmar algo. Let's read this one, 7. Let me see. Please, Jenny, help me reading number 7.
Number 70, ¿no? You were
Yes.
in London last night, weren't you? Cute so.
Okay. Okay, let me clear this controls. Okay. Thank you, Jenny.
¿Me escucho, profe?
You were in London. Yes,
Ah, ya, pues,
you were in London last night, weren't you? Quite so. Okay, the same here. We are using this to like a confirmation. Quite so. And okay, guys. And also with the final example, let's see. So, okay, I'm going to read it. So you finished at last. Have you? In this case, it's like to say, así que terminaste al fin. O no, le dice, have you? Y también es como que para expresar una confirmación o un acuerdo.
Teacher,
Okay, tell me.
Te he hecho una pregunta. ¿Puede ir dos veces so en una oración?
Sí,
O sea,
por
como
ejemplo,
number one, le podría poner, he was so angry and he told me
and
so.
he told me so. Yes, we can put so 2 times in a sentence.
Mm, ya te he hecho. Thank you.
With different meanings. Ujú. Van a tener diferentes significados, pero sí se puede utilizar los dos.
Yes, as you can listen in the song, there was also some expressions like said so before you go, and also to make you feel so worthless, something like that. We can use so in different meanings, okay? Let me see. Okay, guys, so, and here we have some other functions to so. As you can see, we have different other uses of so. The first one is so and so. That this is like an expression that means that is used when you don't know the name of a person. It's like to say in Spanish, um,
Fulanito, por
como
así decirlo.
el fulano de tal.
Ujú.
Yes, that's it.
Cuando no
Cuando no
sabemos el nombre.
sabemos el nombre de alguien. So this is the expression we use when you don't know the name of a person. And in Spanish it's like el fulano de tal. That's the meaning. Okay, and also so on. This is another expression that can let me write an example. Maybe we can say it with so on. She tells us about her holiday and so on. Okay, in this case, it says she tells us about her holidays and so on. Es como que utilizamos para referir, como que para cortar alguna cosa cuando estamos hablando de algo y decir y más de lo mismo, and so on, más de lo mismo, more of the same thing. And also we have so that we all already know that this means not good, not bad. It's like so, más o menos, you know the meaning.
Che,
And also we can tell me,
o sea, para
Alex.
decir más o menos, ¿debe ir con el guión o sin el guión?
No,
O sea,
no
so, guión,
necesariamente.
so, o solo puede escribir so, so unido.
mm, no necesariamente. Yo creo que se escribe separado, me parece, pero sin
Ajá.
el guión
With
necesariamente.
space, solo con el espacio.
So.
Ujú.
No es necesario el guión.
It's just like that.
Yes, that's it. And also we can use so to express surprise in this case. Also cuando queremos expresar sorpresa, podemos utilizar el so in this case at the beginning of the sentence, like a response. For example, it can be so, that's the answer. Estamos expresando emoción. This so también puede ser usado para expresar emoción. But in this case, we're using this exclamation sign, to express emotion. So that's the answer. Okay, these are some uses of so, guys. So please don't forget. Maybe if you hear there so and so, now you know the meaning. Also so on, that it's like used to talk a little bit more about the same and the same thing. And so that we already know, that means más o menos, and also that we can use so to express emotions, to express surprise in this case. So I hope this is clear, guys. And now we're going to pass to the next activity. So for this activity, I'm going to share you a link of a Padlet in which you just have to read, sorry, you just have to write 5 sentences using different uses of so. Tienen que escribir 5 oraciones utilizando diferentes usos del so. Okay, in a Padlet, don't forget to write your names. Let me share again the screen. Okay, here is the Padlet. You have to write your name first and write 5 sentences with different uses of so. Pueden utilizar el so as an intensifiers, so for maybe like an addition, también could be, maybe like uh, so for confirmation, so for purpose, also for to expressing consequence maybe, or you can use the other expressions of so, maybe so so, and so on. Okay, so those functions you can use to write some sentences. As you can saw the examples before, with each one of these uses of so, you have to write 5 sentences, guys. So let me see if it's clear. Um, please, Jenny, please, what do we have to do?
Tenemos que hacer 5 oraciones.
Yes, that's it.
A mí me dijo,
I said Jenny.
sí.
Yes.
Ah, ya, ya, porque escuché que alguien más estaba hablando. Ya, tenemos que hacer un Padlet, este Padlet que ahorita nos acaba de compartir, 5 oraciones que contengan el so.
Yes, that's it. 5 sentences with different uses of so, con los diferentes usos del so, okay? And for this activity, you will have 10 minutes, guys. Van a tener 10 minutos. Okay, thank you, Jenny.
Ya, he estado prendido el micro ya.
Okay, no worries. Okay, I see that Alex is there, also Eric. And if you have any question, guys, please let me know.
Come on, guys, you have just 10 minutes. Enter to the Padlet.
Okay, guys, I see Erika Rosas, Eric, Alex, Lillian. Please come on, guys. Okay, okay, I see that most of you have already 3 examples. Okay, that's good, guys.
This week in the university. Me perdí. Me perdí. Yeah. For A, do you think you will pass this semester? B, I think so. 5, I need more time for myself, so I'm going on vacation.
Okay, thank you, Laura. Those are really good examples. Okay, let's see. Now, please, Erika, can you read your examples?
Hi, teacher. ¿A mí? Disculpe.
No, Erika, I said. Erika
Ah,
Rosas, please.
Ok, teacher. Un ratito se me perdió mi trabajo.
Okay, try to
Ah,
find your square.
ya. I'm going to visit my parents next week or less. I hope so. I was very furious and he told me so. I'm going to take an exam tomorrow, so I have to study. We were very bored, so we started playing football. We had a family reunion, so we started looking for the clothes we were going to wear.
Okay, but in the first sentence, remember that we use at least, okay? At least, or at least I hope so. Okay, that word is missing, at least. And also the question, let me see, here it is. Question number two, I was very furious and he told me so. Maybe you can change the personal pronoun I from for he in this case. He was very furious and he told me so because you said I was very furious and he told me so. Okay, it can be like that, but maybe you can replace I for he. He was very furious and he told me so. Or also you can change he for a name of a person and my friends or someone else told me so. Because when you just said he, we don't understand who you are talking about. Tomorrow, so I have to study. Okay, the other examples are good. Thank you, Eric. Now, please, Eric, now is your turn. Okay, Eric, now it's your turn.
Ya, teacher, se me perdió igual ahorita.
Okay, thank you. Let's see, here you are.
Uh, First, so and so you like your neighborhood even though she's married. Two, I once lived while the grandparents so did my cousins too. Three, this Coca-Cola is so good. Four, so you be finally and then you married to that bad woman, right? Five, so you understand me cooking is very easy.
Okay, let me see. In the second one, I once lived with my grandparents. So did my cousins. El to es ya como que muy redundante. So did my cousins. That's it. El to no es muy necesario porque ya el so dice también. Es como decir, también mis primos también. Okay, so try to. Okay, yes. Okay, I think that most of you are finishing and most of you already finished. So I think we're ready to pass to the next activity, guys. So let me see. Okay, guys. In this activity, we're going to find in these two conversations. Let me see. This is conversation one, and this is conversation two. Okay, as you know, here we have two different conversations, and we are going to we're going to find three places where we can use so in each conversation. Maybe we need to change the capital letter of the word so. Also, we need to add comas donde sea necesario, where necessary. Okay, so let me see. As you can see in the first one, that says, what do you think of surprise parties? ¿Qué piensas de las fiestas sorpresa? Y aquí, por ejemplo, nos dice que el so va al inicio so, comma, to introduce a new topic in this case. So, comma, what do you think of surprise parties? Y aquí el so va en capital letter, entonces el what ya no va en capital letter, va en minúscula. Okay, so let's see. ¿Podremos ubicar un so aquí al inicio? So, I don't know. What do you think? ¿Podremos o no? Let me see. Cassandra, please. ¿Se podrá ubicar un so aquí al inicio o no?
Yes.
Are you sure? So I don't know. But remember that this is a conversation. Okay, mira, le dice, so what do you think of surprise parties? ¿Qué piensas de las fiestas sorpresas? ¿Y será correcto responder con un so o no? Or who can tell me? Is it correct to place a so in here or not? ¿Podemos ubicar ahí un so? ¿O sería lo correcto responder, no sé, I don't know?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Here we don't place any so. Okay, now let's see in this one. I've never had one or been to one. Okay, in here, in this place, uh, is it correct to place, to write so in here or not? En este cuadrito. ¿Sería correcto poner un so o no? ¿O está clara la respuesta sin el so? What do you, la pregunta, recuerden que la pregunta es, so what do you think of surprise parties? ¿Qué piensan de las fiestas sorpresa? Dice, I don't know. ¿Será correcto ubicar aquí un so? Let me see, Brian, please.
Sí, Inge. Sí, sí, listen. Teacher.
Okay. You said yes. Okay. Let me see. Maybe it could be, but in this case, the answer is clear enough, I guess, because the complete answer will be, I don't know. I've never had one or been to one. Okay, so here we don't need to place any so, porque la pregunta nos dice, ¿qué piensas de las fiestas sorpresas? Y respondemos, no lo sé. Yo nunca he estado en una fiesta de esas antes. No, no he estado en una de esas fiestas. No he asistido, no he ido. Y en esta parte de aquí, let me see, to one. And remember, uh, in here, is it correct to place a so or not? Let me see, Anderson, please. Are you there, Anderson? ¿Podremos ubicar un so aquí? I've never had one or been to one. Or let me see Lillian, please. What do you think? ¿Podremos ubicar un so? Or not?
Ahí sí se puede utilizar eso.
Yes, that's it. Because maybe we can use so to make a pause and tell maybe a conclusion and connect to some other idea. Okay, here we have to use so. Thank you, Lily. Okay, now let's see in this one. In this case, no one has ever given you one. So, do we need to place any so in here or not?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, yes, thank you, Alex.
Uh,
So,
but con comas, pero teacher. Eso.
yes, that's it. Are you sure it is? Remember that it is with a question mark, okay? Let's see, this is a question. So, Is it correct to place the comma or not?
No, teacher.
Okay, yes, that's it. Let me erase this part. Sorry. So in this case, we don't place a comma because it is a question, and also we need to change this capital letter N to a minúscula. Okay. Yes, that's the correct answer. Thank you, Alex. Now let's see in this part. Is it correct to place so in this part or not? Let me select here. In here. What do you think? Maybe, let me see, Kumi. Are you there, Kumi? Okay, Kumi is not there. So please, Nancy, please. Is it correct to place a so in this part or not? Okay, I guess you're not there. So please, Jocelyn. Please, Jocelyn Lopez. What do you think? Is it correct to place a so in this part or not?
No, teacher.
Okay, yeah, no. Because this is a question that says, do you think your friends will ever do that? And that's full of sense. So it's not needed to place a so in this part. Thank you, Jocelyn. Now let's see the final. Let me move this. The final one. And okay, so what do you think? Is it correct to place a so in this part or not? In the final part of the first conversation. Maybe Diani, do you know the answer? ¿Podremos ubicar un so aquí o no?
No, teacher.
Okay, no.
No, teacher.
Yes, no. Also because as the order says, we need just to find three places to to write so in this conversation, and we already have in here one the example, here and here. Okay, so thank you guys. Now let's see in the second part. So let me change the color. Okay. In the first part, have you thrown any parties in the last year? Let me see, maybe Sabrina, please. Do you know the answer? ¿Podemos ubicar aquí un so or not?
Yes.
Ok, ¿cómo ponemos el so? ¿Va una coma o no?
Con com.
Yes, that's it, con una coma. Yes, it's similar to the first exercise because we're introducing a new topic in this case. So, have you thrown any parties in the past year in this case? And we need to change this capital letter from a minuscule. This case will be, let me write it here,
Teacher,
H minúscula. Okay, tell me.
teacher, ¿por qué este va con coma y si es pregunta y el de arriba no va con coma y es pregunta?
Okay, in this case, it's because, as the rule said, that we need to use so and comma when introducing a new topic. Es que en esta parte no importa si es una pregunta o no. Por lo general pueden ser preguntas para introducir un nuevo tema, pero no. En el anterior ejemplo, cuando estamos hablando del primer uso, no había una coma, no era necesariamente una pregunta. Entonces ahí sí se utiliza la coma. En cambio, en la parte de aquí, ¿dónde estaba? Let me see. Ya me perdí.
El primero en la 2. So, have you thrown any
Ok,
parties in the last year?
sí. Ok, aquí en esta parte me dices, ¿no es cierto, Alex? So, no one has ever given you one. Ok, en esta como ya es solo una pregunta con so, el so va, va directo y ya no es como que solo sigue el hilo de la conversación. No es como que vamos a meter un nuevo tema. Entonces en esa parte ya no va la coma. Ahí
O
solo es
sea,
el so.
o
So
sea,
no one has given, tell me.
o sea, teacher, cuando hablo del mismo tema no utilizo coma y cuando voy a cambiar de tema utilizo coma.
Mm, sí, en esta parte sí.
Ok, teacher.
Sí, por ejemplo, aquí no importa si la oración que sigue para introducir un tema es una pregunta o una oración simple, ¿ok? Pero la mayoría de veces puedes encontrar que sea una pregunta. Entonces, pero en esta parte, como estamos introduciendo un nuevo tema, va a ir con coma. En esta parte no, porque ya sigue el hilo de la conversación y siguen hablando de lo mismo y es una pregunta directa, entonces no va. Thank you, Alex. Okay, so let's see in this part. ¿Será necesario poner una coma aquí? Que digo un so?
No, teacher.
Yes, that's it. No, no es necesario. Actually, yes. Okay, I had one last month. En este otro espacio, ¿será necesario utilizar un so o no?
Sí,
¿Qué
teacher.
dices? Are you sure? ¿Por
Mm,
qué utilizaríamos un so?
Utilizaría un so y coma, teacher.
Pero ¿por qué? ¿Qué uso le estaríamos dando ahí al so?
Para que no esté solito la... No, no, teacher.
Okay, yes, in this case, it's not needed. No es necesario utilizar el so. Okay, remember the uses that we learned. We can use so to introduce maybe a new topic. Also, as so as an addition also. Remember, let's see now in this next space. Okay, so here is it needed to use a so or not? ¿Será
Yes.
necesario poner un so aquí?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, that's it. Thank you, Giovanna. Yes. So, ¿y cómo le ponemos el so? ¿Va con coma o no?
Sí, con coma.
Are you sure? ¿Será con coma? Okay, let me change here the capital letter. In this case, it's the same that I explained before, because como la pregunta ya sigue sobre el mismo tema, no estamos introduciendo un tema nuevo, el so va sin coma. So, all your friends came in this case. Y vamos a ver la última. Aquí será necesario poner un so or not. Porque la pregunta dice, so all your friends came. ¿Respondemos con un so o no es necesario?
No es
No es
necesario, teacher.
necesario.
No es necesario.
Ok, no es necesario porque ya tenemos el sí, ¿no es cierto? Yeah, they did. Thank you, guys. And here the final one.
No, teacher.
Ok, they did. It was great. En este caso puede ser que no sea necesario, pero podría ser también que sí lo podemos poner. Let me write it over here. They did. It was great. Puede quedarse así, they did, it was great, o también si le podemos poner el so. So, it was great. Let me move it here. And that's it, guys. So, I think that this is clear because some of you already participated and tell me the correct answers, guys. So, thank you, guys. Now let me share you something else. forest. Okay. Here we have, we're going to listen to these four statements in order to see the intonation of the speakers, in order to know if the speakers are certain or are sure about what they're saying, or if they are just checking, okay? If they're just, if they are not sure of what they're saying. And we have to write the letter S if the speaker is sure, or the letter C if the speaker is just checking. So now we are going to listen, guys. Please pay attention.
Page 39. 3. Speaking naturally. Being sure or checking. B. Listen to 4 conversations. Are the speakers sure or are they checking? Add a period or a question mark and write S or C. 1.
I really like to party when I can.
So you go out a lot.
Okay, so you go out a lot. ¿Cómo le sonó esa? ¿Fue como una pregunta o como una afirmación? Maybe let
Como
me
una
see.
afirmación.
Afirmación.
Okay. Yes, it was like an affirmation. So let me write it over here. You know, a period and letter S because it was sure. Okay. Now let's listen to the second one.
2.
You know, I like to be with a crowd. The more, the merrier.
Uh-huh. So you're a real people person.
Okay, what do you think? It was a question or an affirmation? So you're a real people person.
Affirmation, teacher.
Affirmation.
Yes, that's the same. Okay, guys, thank you. Let's see. So we have to place here a period and the letter S. Okay, now let's listen to the statement number 3.
3.
I guess I'm not a big fan of parties.
So you don't like parties very much?
Okay, how does sound? How does it sound? It was like a question and an affirmation. What do you think, guys?
A question.
Question.
Question, teacher.
Question.
Okay, it was a question, so we have to place the question mark and letter C because it's a checking. Okay, and let's listen to the final one.
4.
I guess I don't really do anything on my birthday.
So you never celebrate your birthday?
Okay, in this one, what do you think? It's a question or an affirmation?
Question too.
Question.
Yes, that's a question also. So we need to place the question mark and letter C. Okay, guys. So you know the intonation. For example, here we have some other examples. Uh, when you're sure, you don't have to do the questioning intonation. For example, you just said, so your birthday is on Friday, and so all your friends came. That's not much difference from normal speaking. But when you're checking, you need to up your intonation at the end of the almost the final word next to the question mark in this case. So your birthday is on Friday. We need to up our intonation. And also, so all your friends came. Yes, you need see the difference when you down your intonation and when you up your intonation, guys. Okay, so I hope this part is clear, and now we will pass to the final activity. As you can see here, we have some different examples of different uses of so. So let me see. You will have, I'm going to ask you randomly, and you will have to tell me which use is easy in each example. Okay, in the first one, this example is taken from the song that says, so before you go. So, ¿qué uso del so estaría en este primero? Who knows the answer? So, remember that it has a comma. So, before you go. ¿Qué uso le estamos dando al so? Who knows the answer? Maybe Eli and Drango, do you know the answer? ¿Qué
Teacher,
uso le estamos dando? Ok,
mm,
dice so before you
tal,
go.
pero no es una question, ¿verdad? La primera, teacher.
Yes, the first one. Exacto, no es una pregunta. Remember in the song that says so before you go, and then it says something else. Decía algo más después del coro que era so before you go. Who knows the answer? ¿Para qué utilizamos este so?
Una expresión.
Okay, let me see. Say an expression. Remember that maybe when, as I told you before, in the last, let me see, let me share again the last part. I think this is similar to this one. Okay. ¿Qué uso le estábamos dando en esta primera parte del diálogo? ¿Alguien que se acuerde qué uso les dije que estaba aquí? ¿Qué uso le damos al so? So, what do you think of surprise parties? ¿Para qué estamos utilizando ese so aquí? ¿Con cómo?
Para introducir un nuevo tema, tal vez.
Yes, that's it. Introduce a new topic in this case. So, it's the same here. So, before you go. So, that's it. That's the answer. To introduce, let me write it here. Yes, a new topic. So as I told you before, it's not needed the sentence to be a question. Okay, it can be a normal sentence to introduce a topic. Now let's see in here the second example. This is also taken from the song. Okay, it says, "It kills me when your mind can make you feel so worthless." Remember, worthless. That you already told me the meaning. That means sin valor. ¿Qué uso estaremos dando aquí al so? ¿Qué uso tendrá? Feel so worthless. Some of you used this so in your sentences. Algunos utilizaron este so en sus oraciones. ¿Qué uso le estaban dando?
The same as when you say it's so hot. What's the use?
¿Qué uso era? Cuando decían so beautiful,
Or
so
so
cold.
happy.
Teacher, sería, ¿dónde está? The great.
Degree, yes, degree. Yes, this is degree. Cuando le damos in this case, degree or intensifier.
Mhm.
Okay, let me move it over here. Degree or intensifier as well. Yes, that's it. In this case, which use is given to so in this example? So, are you still single, huh? Remember this expression? ¿Se acuerdan de esta expresión para que utilizábamos? ¿Ah?
Preguntar, teacher.
Okay, to ask but. Okay, basically is that to check understanding in this case. Okay, let me move it over here. This one as well. Okay, guys. Now let's see the next one. Please, Vicky, help me reading this example. Are you there, Vicky?
Vi que está haciendo el desayuno, creo.
Me, teacher.
Yes, yes, Vicky, please
Es
help
que
me
no le
reading.
escuchaba bien mi nombre, por eso no sabía.
Okay,
So are or I am not going?
I'm not going.
Okay. I'm not going to be married until I got 35, or at least I hope so.
Okay, ¿en qué uso le estamos dando aquí al so? What use is given to so in this sentence? You see, I hope so.
Question, teacher.
Not really. No, it's not a question. I hope so. ¿Quién se acuerda cuando decíamos I hope so? O eso espero. Or at least I hope so. O eso espero. ¿Qué uso le dábamos al so in this case?
Una posibilidad, teacher.
Okay, it can be, but it's something else. Let me see. Let me erase this part, and we're going to check again the different uses. Okay, so here. Okay, here you have the expression. Let me. Here you have the same expression, or at least I hope so. So the use was. Who can tell me the use?
Agreement.
Okay, to express agreement or confirmation. Yes, that's the correct answer. Let me erase this part and we pass to the slide we were. Okay. Yes, that's it. To express agreement and confirmation. And let's see the next one. This is an easy one, I guess. Yesterday it was Valentine's Day and my best friend bought me a gift. So did I. ¿Qué uso le estamos dando ahí al so? Maybe Cassandra, do you know the answer? ¿Qué uso le damos aquí? Dice, ayer era el día de San Valentín y mi mejor amigo me compró un regalo. So did I. Can you repeat me, please? I couldn't hear you. Cassandra, please, can you repeat me? ¿Qué uso le damos al so?
Como una expresión de sorpresa. Ahí,
Are you sure you're expressing surprise
sí.
or not?
Teacher,
Okay. Okay,
podría
Alex,
ser,
tell me.
podría ser consecuencia también, teacher.
Exactly.
Okay, in this case means también. So did
Mm.
I. Yo también. So did I. Yes, that's the correct use of so to express addition. Yes. Okay, so let's see the next one.
It was a consequence, yes.
Yes, it was a consequence. Sorry. Uh, let's see. I did not study for the exam, so I failed. Who knows the use of so in this question, this statement? Yo no estudié para el examen, así que fallé, me fue mal. So I failed. ¿Qué uso le estamos dando ahí?
Consequence, teacher mismo. Eso
Yes,
mismo.
yes, consequence. Same. Es una consecuencia. And let's see the final one. I hate rainy days. I just can't stand weather to be so cold. No, the same that we saw in the second one. So cold. Which use was it? ¿Qué uso era? ¿Qué uso le estábamos dando ahí al so?
A ver, ¿dónde estás? Degrade.
Degree, yes, degree or intensifier, so called. Yes, guys. So that's it. Those are the different uses of so that we may find maybe when we are listening to music or reading or watching series in English. So that was the lesson for today, my lesson. I hope you like it, guys. So thank you for your participation.
Thank you, Teacher Diego, and thank you guys for paying attention to the class. Now we're moving to the last part or the last lesson. We're moving to lesson 4D. Okay. So for this lesson, I want you to think about the following questions. Okay, I'm going to ask you just 2 questions. These questions are not so complicated. These are easy questions. And you're going to see right now on the screen, okay? So think about these 2 questions. There you have it. Do you prefer spending time alone or maybe spending time with other people? Okay, think about this question. Vamos a pensar en la respuesta de esta pregunta. Do you prefer spending time alone or with other people? Prefiero pasar tiempo solo o tal vez con más gente, con más personas. Okay, do you prefer spending time alone or maybe with other people? And the second question is going to be about, do you think you are an extrovert or maybe an introvert, and why? Okay, you're going to have 1 minute to think about these 2 questions. And if you know the answer, you're going to tell me, please, guys. What do you think about question number 1? What would be your answer to this question? Brian, do you think or do you prefer spending time alone or maybe with other people?
Sure. I prefer spend time alone. I am a person introvert because
Okay.
I I like I like can have the time with me. Correct.
You like to have time with yourself, okay? That's good. Thank you. What about you? Let me see. Giovanna, do you prefer spending time alone or maybe with other people?
Teacher, I prefer to spend time alone.
Okay, alone as well. And do you consider an introvert or maybe an extrovert?
I think that depends the people or where I am.
Okay, that's a good answer. So it depends, right? It depends on the people where you are. That's a good answer. So with some people, we feel a little bit more comfortable, so we can act as extroverts. And with some other people, we just back off and we prefer to stay. So it depends on people and the place. That's a good answer as well. Now we're going to listen to Alex. Do you prefer to spend time alone or maybe with other people?
I prefer to spend with people because it's very fun. They can know our difference, teacher.
Okay. So do you consider yourself as an introvert or maybe an extrovert?
The two forms, teacher.
Okay. You have a little bit of both, okay? Thank you. So Alex is an introvert and an extrovert. And I'm just going to ask the last person, and it's going to be Laura. Can you tell me, do you prefer spending time alone or maybe with other people?
I like spending time with people who are important to me, not strangers.
Yes, okay. So you prefer to spend time with people you know. And
Okay.
do you consider an extrovert or an introvert?
I think I am introvert because I am quite reserved.
You're quite reserved. That's good. So as you know, some people are good with dealing with other people or talking with other people, and some others are a little bit more shy or maybe quiet, so they don't like to be talking and talking with so much people or maybe with strange people, right? Um, so today's or the last topic of this unit that we were discussing about socializing, it's going to be, or we're going to focus on a short reading about introvert and extrovert people. Okay, just before we start with the reading, I'm going to share with you the link of this Google form. Okay, so pay attention, guys, because you're going to work in groups. This time you will work in groups. What are you going to do in your groups? With your classmates, you're going to discuss which is the right meaning for these words, okay? So you're going to choose the right meaning for these words. You have, I think, 8 or 9 words that can be new words, and you're going to choose which one is the right meaning or a synonymous for this word, okay? We're going to choose, you don't need to send the form, you just need to have your answers because later I'm going to ask you. And to complete this activity, guys, you're going to have 10 minutes. 10 minutes to choose the meaning of these 9 phrases, okay? We have 9 phrases. You're going to choose the right meaning or a synonymous word that you can use instead of this one. Can you tell me, please, Anderson, what do we have to do? What do we have to do this time, Anderson? Wake up, guys. Anderson.
Teacher, we have to
Hello?
choose an answer and we don't know how to send.
Exactly. Thank you. You don't have to send. Thank you, Ellie. You just have to answer the questions in group. Yes, that was important. It's in groups. How much time do you have for this activity? Does anyone know? ¿Cuánto tiempo tenemos?
10 minutes, teacher.
10 minutes, exactly. So we're going to start with groups. Don't forget that you can also share the screen with your groups. Pueden compartir la pantalla dentro de sus grupos para que les sea un poco más fácil hacer la actividad. Okay, guys? So don't forget you have 10 minutes to complete this activity and then we are back to discuss the activity, okay? Let's start with the groups then. Enter to your groups, guys, so you can start completing this Google form. Come on, guys. Enter to the groups. Enter to the groups, guys. Giovanna, Javi. Ellie, help me please enter into your group.
Ya te llegó el link, Brian.
Sí, ahorita me llegó y ya le abro.
Ya.
A ver.
Hola, compañeros.
Hola, Dianita.
A ver.
Hola.
La primera que dice chas.
Hola chicos, yo tampoco tenía el
Elija
link.
el significado correcto
Para las
con sus
siguientes.
siguientes palabras.
Demasiada actividad.
How are you doing, ladies and gentlemen?
Hi, teacher.
Ay, Galito, ponga orden en el grupo.
Nadie habla.
Eli, Cassandra, Nancy. Eli, está llegando tarde y no participa.
Choose the right meaning for the next words. One to mouth activity. A person symmetry. A line.
Mande. Loud.
No tenemos las preguntas.
¿Cómo no tienen las preguntas? Las envío
Todo.
esta vez.
Sí, teacher, ya tocó entrar a la sesión de grupo y no alcancé a abrir el link también. Ninguno no tiene las preguntas.
Por favorcito. Plisito.
Let me send you.
Ahorita le estaba
Tell me if
escribiendo al
you can
WhatsApp.
see. Can you see the link on the chat?
Ya, ahora sí.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you,
teacher.
teacher.
You're welcome, guys.
Bye, teacher. Ay, gracias. Thank you. Thank you. A ver.
How are you doing, ladies?
Muy bien, teacher. Ya mismo acabo.
We are in question number 5.
Okay.
Person.
Dominante.
O
Falta de respeto. Pero no me sale el bushy o pushy.
ese es mandona o agresiva.
Mandona o agresiva.
Ajá, dominante.
Sí, ¿no?
Claro, porque el que domina es el que manda.
Dominante, claro.
Kef.
La otra, ¿qué dice la otra?
Kif.
La otra dice keep.
Mantener.
Conservar. Retain, conservar también dice retain.
¿Ya? Sí, esa está bien.
How are you doing?
Ya acabamos, ya, teacher.
Okay.
Ya terminamos, teacher.
Oh, you work very fast. Okay, guys, thank you. So, can you help me with the right answer for the first one? What's the right meaning for this phrase? Too much activity, overstimulation, or maybe lively? What do you think?
Lively.
Overstimulation.
Oh,
Overstimulation.
overstimulation would be the right answer. Yes. When you make the activity a lot or you repeat the activity a lot, you are overstimulating or making too much activity. Okay, what about number 2? Thoughtful. Is someone charismatic or maybe something contemplative?
Contemplative.
Charismatic. Yes, contemplative. So when you want to replace this word, when you don't want to say thoughtful, you can say contemplative, ¿ok? En lugar de decir pensativo, también podrían decir contemplativo, ¿no? Alguien como que está reflexionando, pensando. That would be someone contemplative, ¿ok? In number 3, we have, on the other hand.
In contrast.
Contrast.
In contrast, exactly. Por otro lado, ¿no es cierto? Cuando nosotros decimos y por otro lado, pasa lo siguiente. So we are contrasting ideas. Yes, on the other hand. On one hand and on the other hand. ¿Sí? De una forma y de otra forma. So on the other hand is a contrast. Charming and attractive. What did
Charismatic.
Someone charismatic, yes. Alguien que es encantador, no atractivo, es una persona carismática. Something is someone charismatic, yes. What about prejudice?
Discrimination.
Yes, it's the same as if we use the word discrimination. Prejuicio o discriminación es, por ahí va, ¿no? Tienen significados muy, muy parecidos. Look different or be different. What did you choose?
Stand out.
Exactly. Stand out means to look different or be different. Cuando alguien es diferente, se viste diferente, actúa diferente a los demás, resalta del resto, ¿verdad? So, stand out means resaltar. ¿Sí? Es una persona que destaca o resalta del resto. Stand out. Okay, let's continue with the next one. Bossy or pushy? What did you?
Dominant.
Dominant.
Dominant, ¿no es cierto? Mandonas. Bossy or pushy. Yes, it's someone dominant. What about keep?
Retain.
Retain, exactly. Means retain. Significa retener, ¿no es cierto? Mantener. Keep. What about the next one? Extrovert.
Outgoing.
Outgoing. Perfect. It's someone outgoing. Remember that this was the first word we learned in, I think it was first or second level. You will learn how to use outgoing. Si este fue uno de los adjetivos que iniciamos aprendiendo, ¿no? Outgoing. It's the same as an extrovert, que es un sinónimo de extrovertido. Okay, guys, why did I make this exercise with you? Because we need to read an article. Okay, we're going to read an article of the book. you can watch or you can review this article on page 40 on your books. Okay, and it's going to be easier for us to understand this reading if we know the meaning of some words previously. So that's why we were discussing a little bit about those words and the meaning of those words. Okay, guys, as it's almost 10 a.m., why don't we make a pause? We're starting back with the reading, okay? Lesson 4D, and we're going to start with a short reading. We have an article right here. The article says, examining the extrovert ideal. So, can you help me reading the first paragraph of this article, Alex? Would you mind helping me reading the first part, please?
Teacher, no está mostrando, ¿no es cierto?, en la pantalla.
Yeah, no, you can't see.
¿Por qué no?
Change, yes.
No.
Can you see right now?
Ya, teacher.
Okay. So, can you help me reading this first part, please?
Okay, teacher. Solicitude matters, and for some people, it is they brought Susan Cain, author of Get the Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking. Firmly believes is to be true. He also believes that introverts struggle in our society because of the thief beats against them. She she says that our most important institutions, our school and our workplace, they are designed mostly for extroverts and for extroverts need for lots of simulation.
Okay. Alex, can you help me repeating these words, please? Solitude.
Solitude.
Beliefs.
Belief.
Design.
Design.
Exactly. Thank you. Take into account the pronunciation of those words, Alex, please. Okay. Solitude matters. What do you think this phrase means? Solitude matters. Look at this. Solitude matters. La soledad sí importa, okay? Matters. La soledad importa. And for some people, it's the air they breathe. ¿Sí? Para algunas personas es como el aire que respiran. The air they breathe. Susan Cain, the author of Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Cannot Stop Talking. Sí, aquí hablamos ya de la autora de este artículo, de este libro. ¿Ok? Firmly believes this to be truth. ¿Sí? Es decir, que ella cree que en realidad la soledad sí importa. Dice, she firmly believes this to be true. So, she also believes that introverts struggle in our society. ¿Sí? Do you know what's the meaning of this word? What can be the meaning of this word, struggle? Brian, do you know the meaning of struggle?
Lucha. Luchar.
Exacto, es una lucha, ¿no es cierto? Es una dificultad, se refiere a una dificultad, a la lucha, al esfuerzo. So, that introverts struggle in our society. Eso significa que generalmente los introvertidos deben luchar en nuestra sociedad. Why? Do you know what's the meaning of these? We have two new words right here. So let me write them somewhere.
Profundo, teacher.
Yes, it's profundo, ¿verdad? So let's start over. Then we have the word struggle that you told me it's like a fight. And then we have bias. Do you know what's the meaning of this word bias?
Parcialidad.
Parcial, teacher.
Más bien se refiere a algo de preferencia, ¿sí? Es decir, que estamos dando preferencia a alguien o nos estamos inclinando a favor de alguien. Sí, inclinarse o dar preferencia a algo o a alguien. Es decir, que los introvertidos luchan en nuestra sociedad por una profunda inclinación against. What do you think it is? En contra. Don't forget. So here we have like three in a row. Es decir, tenemos tres palabras seguidas que pueden resultar desconocidas para nosotros. Let me write it over here. The meaning of this word. De, ¿sí? Against. Es decir que generalmente la sociedad está en contra o está en, no está de acuerdo para preferir a los introverts, ¿no es cierto? A los introvertidos. So she says that our most important institutions, our schools and our workplaces, they are designed mostly for extroverts. And for extroverts need for lots of stimulation. So, can anybody tell me what is an extrovert? ¿Qué sería una persona extrovertida? What are the characteristics? How can you notice that a person is
Talk a lot.
This person talks a lot. What else? ¿Cómo nos damos cuenta que alguien es extrovert? How do we know? Because it's someone talkative. It's not a shame, okay, no tiene vergüenza.
Express your opinion, teacher.
Yes, because he or she expresses his or her opinion. They love to be with or surrounded by a lot of people. Les gusta estar rodeados de mucha gente, right? Surrounded with a lot of people. So here we have something important. It says that our institutions, schools, universities, and so on, are designed for extroverts. Todo lo que nosotros conocemos está diseñado para favorecer o como si todos fuésemos extrovertidos. Okay? Let's find out what we have in the next paragraph. The next paragraph is a little bit shorter. So, Lily, can you help me reading this one, please?
According to Kine, introverts are sensitive to overstimulation and tend to enjoy quiet, contemplative environments.
They think before they speak and are usually good listeners. In contrast,
Mhm.
extroverts tend to be socially confident and quick on their feet.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Lily. So here we have two of the words that we were seeing before the break, right? Overstimulation and contemplative. So introverts are more sensitive to overstimulation. They don't like to have much activity, right? They tend to be quiet, contemplative or thoughtful, and they think before they speak. So they are good listeners. They are considered good listeners. Look at this. In contrast, extroverts tend to be socially confident and quick on their feet. What do we mean and quick on their feet? They go fast. As they are confident, they think they can do anything, so they do it fast. Let's read the next paragraph. Please, can you help me with the next part? Okay, we're going to read it up to this part and then we go up. Can you help me with this part, please? Elian Drango, can you help me with this one, please?
Yeah, teacher. Unfortunately, for introverts, modern professional and academic settings are not planned with them in mind. People are expected to behave like extroverts, chatty, confident, and charismatic. Kane emphasizes that this proves difficult for those who identify as introverts, nearly half of all.
Okay, nearly half, nearly half of all. Okay, here we have just one word, I think, behave. This word behave means comportarse. Okay, so people are expected to behave like they were extroverts, but most of the people are not. So we have here an imposition, right? Everybody should be as an extrovert. So here we have nearly half of the Americans, and they regularly face discrimination when they fail to act like they were more outgoing counterparts. Okay, so it says that maybe half Americans feel or can face discrimination. Sí, al menos la mitad de los americanos pueden encontrarse en esta situación de discriminación, porque no actúan como se espera, ¿no es cierto? No actúan como si fuesen extrovertidos cuando en realidad no lo son, son introvertidos. Okay? So let's continue with the next part. Here we have a bigger paragraph. Someone is going to help me up to this part. Can you help me reading, please, Giovanna?
Sorry, teacher, no escuché.
Can you help me reading this part, please? In the competitive world.
Okay, in the competitive world we live in, Kane explains, there is pressure to stand out in a crowd. There is an expectation that being dominant will lead to success. As a result of this extrovert ideal, workplace and classrooms nowadays are often uncomfortable for introverts who are frequently left feeling overlooked or discrepant, collaborative.
Exactly. Thank you. So here, what we have here is that there is too much pressure to stand out. Remember this word. We were seeing what was the meaning of a standout, right? Can you remember me what was the meaning of stand out? ¿Qué significaba esta palabrita? Stand out. Can you remember? When
Destacar.
exactly, destacar. When you are different from the rest, right? You stand out. Destacar. So there is a lot of pressure to stand out in the crowd. Sí, siempre hay esa presión hoy en día. Destacar del resto. There is also, look at this, the expectation to be dominant. Es decir, to be bossy or pushy, right? To be bossy or dominant. So this is like the general idea people have, right? And for introverts, this is quite difficult. So can you please help me reading the next part from collaborative up to go and notice? Okay, let me just mark over here. Since this point, can you help me reading, please? Laura, can you help me reading, please?
Okay, teacher. Collaborative brainstorming sessions are the norm. Talkers are considered smarter. Workers with strong people skills are prized and open plan. Offices are common, while the assumption that extroverts have better ideas or make better leaders are simple, not true. Introverts' valuable contributions are nevertheless likely to go unnoticed.
Unnoticed, yes. Unnoticed, yes. So here we have collaborative brainstorming sessions are the norms. So it's common to make some brainstorming sessions in the meetings, maybe at the school or in any place, in any institution. This is something that can help to extroverts to interact, but it's not so good for introverts, right? Hacer la lluvia de ideas que generalmente se hace, compartir las ideas, es algo que hacemos en las universidades o también en los lugares de trabajo. Pero para la gente introvertida no es tan fácil expresarse delante de la gente o compartir sus ideas con la gente, right? Talkers are considered smarter. In our society, talkative people or talkers are considered to be smarter. Workers, look at this, workers or people with skills or strong skills are prized. And people or the society tends to think that extroverts have better ideas or they are good leaders. Okay, but it's not the case. It's not always the case. No siempre va a ser el caso de que la gente extrovertida, el que más hable, el que más participe, el que más piensa, el que más esto, el que más resalta va a ser el mejor, ¿verdad? No siempre. Generally, people think, or the society thinks, that extrovert people, as they can communicate better, they can have better ideas. But it's not because of them. It's probably because they heard it from an introvert, right? Muchas veces, para los extrovertidos es más fácil hablar en público o comunicarse. Y puede ser que las brillantes ideas que parecen ellos tener no sean propias de ellos, sino que las hayan escuchado de un introvertido. Okay, so it's not always true that extroverts tend to be good leaders. Let's continue with the next part. Let's see what happens next. We are arriving to the end. So I'm going to ask to, oops, can you help me with this part, please? Jenny, can you help me reading this part, please? Furthermore.
Yeah, teacher. Furthermore, key contents that workplace innovation and productivity suffer when extroverts are valued more than introverts. In fact, research indicates that brainstorming in groups results in lower quality ideas, whereas there is a strong link between solitude and creative in general often.
Exactly. Thank you. So here we have maybe a new word. This word is furthermore, and the meaning is además. Okay, here we have another word. Además, furthermore. Okay. Además, esta autora cree, dice, contains that workplace innovation and productivity suffer when extroverts are valued more than introverts. Es decir, que la productividad de una empresa o de una clase puede verse afectada si se toma mucha atención a los extroverts, ¿ok? In fact, here we have that these brainstorming sessions, instead of being more effective, they end being like with a lower quality of ideas, right? Cuando hacen a veces las sesiones de o hacemos algunos brainstorming, puede darse el caso de que en lugar de encontrar mejores ideas que pensando solo, no tenemos ideas de tan buena calidad, okay? Here we have lower quality ideas. Okay, let's continue with the next paragraph. Can you help me with this part, please? From in general to the last point. Can you help me reading this, please, Kumi? In general, open.
Yes, teacher. In general, open office plans reduce concentration, lower productivity, and make it difficult to retain good employees. Or most important, institutions are designed for extroverts. We have a waste of talent, says King.
Exactly. So, as we were saying before, here we continue talking about that some important institutions are designed for extroverts. And that's when we can lose some of the best introverts we can have. Okay, and let's end with this short paragraph. Can you help me with that, please, Brian? Ultimately.
Yeah, Leo teacher.
Yes.
Ultimately, kind beliefs or society can learn a great deal from introverts. It's a very powerful thing to be quiet and collect your thoughts.
Exactly. Yes. So here we have like the conclusion, and here the author of the article says, our society can learn a great deal from introverts. It's very powerful thing. It's a very powerful thing to be quiet and collect your own thoughts, right? It's not so simple as it seems. No es tan fácil, ¿no? Concentrarse y enfocarse únicamente en lo que pensamos o poner la mente en blanco. That's something very, very difficult to do. and it's easier for introverts to do it, right? So, what do you think our society can learn from introverts? ¿Qué podrá aprender nuestra sociedad de los introverts? What do you think?
To listen more.
Exactly, to listen more. Because we always talk, but we never listen. Exactly, we can learn to listen more. Thank you, Lily. Now, I think that most of you understood the reading, the article. So could you help me completing this exercise as well, please? We just have to choose the right option. Okay, Joe, just choose the right option. Here we have, for example, companies encourage their workers to be introverts or extroverts. We were saying that the mainly institutions are focused just on extroverts, okay? So let's move and do the next one. Kane believes extroverts are not valued enough or valued too highly. What do you think? A or B? ¿Qué cree el autor? Extroverts are not valued enough, no son valorados lo suficiente los extroverts, or maybe they are valued too high. O serán valorados demasiado.
Teacher, yo creo que value too high.
Value too high, exactly. Thank you, Alex. What about number 3, guys? Self-assured people are more likely to be introverts or extroverts? What do you think?
Like the people, teacher.
Excuse me, Vicky.
Like the people, ¿verdad? ¿Qué le
Sí,
gusta más a la sí, extrovert?
no. En este caso
¿No?
sería esta palabrita que tenemos aquí, self-assured, significa la gente que es muy segura, es como muy confiada en ellos mismos. Self-assured. Sería como un sinónimo de confident. La gente que es muy confiada de sí misma, ¿qué tiende a ser? ¿Extrovertida o introvertida?
Extrovert, teacher.
Extrovert, yes, they are extroverts, exactly. What about number 4? The extrovert ideal means that introverts get fired, or maybe introverts feel ignored. According to the reading, what do you think?
Head fire, teacher.
Are you sure? ¿Quiere decir que les despiden a los introvertidos? Or they feel ignored? ¿O se sienten ignorados? What do you think? Can you help me with the answer, please?
Feel ignored.
Thank you, Digna. Yes, they feel ignored because all the system was created just for extroverts, right? Here we have the next question. In open office plans, employees are more likely to leave the company or work harder. In open office plans, en oficinas que tienen planes un poco más abiertos, ¿no? Como de mi mente un poco más abierta. What do you think? people or employees are more likely to stay in the company or to leave the company, sorry, or to work harder? Si su compañía o si su empresa o donde ustedes trabajan tienen la mente un poco más abierta, ¿ustedes se van de esa compañía o se motivarían a trabajar más? Would you leave the company or you would work harder?
Work harder, teacher.
Work harder.
Exactly. You will try to work harder. And we have the last option right here. We have Kane believes that extrovert behavior leads to better performance or worse performance. What do you think?
Better, teacher.
Yes, tell me. Tell me, Alex.
Excuse me, teacher. Better, teacher, le dije.
Which one?
Letter A, better.
Better. What do you think, guys? Extrovert behaviors leads to better performance or maybe worse performance?
I think better, teacher.
Why? Why do you think it's better performance? Why are you saying that it's better performance? Is there some part on the article that makes you believe so? ¿Cómo están seguros de su respuesta? Can you tell me, guys? Come on, guys. This is the last question we have.
Teacher, a ver, esta que dice perform in the workplace, dice trabajar en un solo lugar, ¿no es cierto?
Dice, Kane believes that extrovert behavior leads to. Es decir, la autora cree que el comportamiento de los extrovertidos nos lleva a un mejor desempeño en el trabajo o un peor desempeño en el trabajo.
Si no es better, es worse.
What do you think? Worse or better? And why?
O sea, teacher, les lleva mejor siempre y cuando, como son más abiertos, entonces tienen mejor socialización para, en este caso, si son vendedores para captar clientes.
Okay, in some cases they are better, and in others they can be worse. Okay, so we are not completely sure about this. They can tend to be better when they use their communicative strategies, and they can be worse when they steal thoughts from introverts, for example. Yes, thank you, guys. So what are we going to do, guys, now? You're going to listen to this quiz, okay? We're going to make a short quiz and see if we are introverts or extrovert, okay? So you can do as well the test, the short test right here. And you're going to also choose the answers you hear from Jessica. Okay, so you're going to listen to Jessica taking this quiz. Can you just write down what were Jessica's answers? Vayan escribiendo las respuestas que tenga Jessica para las preguntas, ¿ok? We are going to listen to the record and you're going to write down what were Jessica's answers. Vayan escribiendo las respuestas de Jessica, si tiene más A o si tiene más B, que respondió en cada una de las preguntas, ¿ok? So guys, listen carefully to the record and then you help me with the answers, okay? Let me share the sound and there we go.
Page 41. Lesson D. Social style. 2. Listening and writing. Extrovert or introvert? B. Listen to Jessica talk about her social life. How would she answer the quiz? Circle her answers.
So, Jessica, do you think of yourself as an extrovert or an introvert?
I don't really know. I mean, probably an introvert. Well, what are introverts supposed to be like?
Well, I guess they're quiet and thoughtful. They don't really like big social events or anything like that.
Well, that sounds a bit like me. I mean, it's not really like me to go out socializing a lot. I guess I prefer to just hang out at home. If I can get out of going to a party, I will. I don't like those "what kind of work do you do" situations. But it's not... I mean, I have plenty of friends.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have a lot of friends, right?
Yeah, we never go out in groups or anything, though. I like to see them in ones and twos. I guess I just like to spend more focused time with them. You get to know your friends better that way, I think.
So you don't like big groups, huh?
No. And I hate being the center of attention, too. I would never have a big birthday party or anything. I couldn't get through something like that, so...
Right.
But I enjoy socializing, and I like it when other people tell stories and joke around and stuff. I enjoy a good joke, as long as I'm not the one telling it. And I do like to chat with my friends. You know, we gossip sometimes. I mean, it's not like we have serious conversations all the time. Not at all. So yeah. Do I sound like an introvert?
Maybe. I think introverts also like to work on their own, figure things out for themselves. They're not so good at group work or teamwork.
Well, I like being part of a team and working in groups. I think it's a creative way to work.
So you're more of a team player, you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, maybe you're just a little of each. Extrovert and introvert? I mean, you're not exactly a social animal, right?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I like people, but yeah, I'm more of an individual. I'm just me, I guess.
Yeah, you're just you.
Okay, guys, so here we have some of the questions that can help us maybe to recognize all the context from the listening. In the listening, we didn't have the right answer right before the question, right? No es que ustedes escucharon preguntas y respuestas, sino que ustedes escucharon a alguien hablar y dar su idea acerca del tema. Y de ahí podemos ir sacando cuáles serían las respuestas de esta persona. Okay, so you didn't hear exactly the questions and the answers right after the questions, right? We have to figure it out. Sí, tenemos que descubrir the answers. So, what do you think is the answer for the first one? Does Jessica go out and socialize, or does she see some friends at home? Listen again, guys. Vamos a escuchar nuevamente y traten de poner atención si ella habla acerca de esto. Ella le gusta salir y socializar o tal vez encontrarse con sus amigos en casa. See some friends at home.
Extrovert or introvert? B. Listen to Jessica talk about her social life. How would she answer the quiz? Circle her answers.
So, Jessica, do you think of yourself as an extrovert or an introvert?
I don't really know. I mean, probably an introvert. Well, what are introverts supposed to be like?
Well, I guess they're quiet and thoughtful. They don't really like big social events or anything like that.
Well, that sounds a bit like me. I mean, it's not really like me to go out socializing a lot. I guess I prefer to just hang out at home. If I can get out of going to a party, I will. I don't like those "what kind of work do you do" situations. But it's not. I mean, I have plenty of friends.
Okay, so what would be the answer for the first one? Does she go out? Yes, can you tell me?
See friends at home?
Yes, she's more of seeing friends at home, right? She says that she doesn't go out a lot and socialize. She prefers some plans at home, right? Prefiere los planes en casa. Okay, now let's focus on the next answer. Vamos a la
I
siguiente.
don't like those "what
Have a lot of friends or maybe have just a few close friends. Listen carefully, guys.
kind of work do you do" situations. But it's not. I mean, I have plenty of friends.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have a lot of friends, right?
So, what's the answer?
Letter A, teacher, have a lot of friends.
Letter A, exactly. She has a lot of friends, right? She said she was plenty of friends. Ella estaba llena de amigos. She was plenty of friends, exactly. Let's move to number 3. Go out in a big group or she goes out with one or maybe two friends. Let's listen.
Yeah, we never go out in groups or anything, though. I like to see them in ones and twos. I guess I just like to spend more focused time with them.
So, letter A or letter B? That she goes out with a big group or maybe she goes with one or two friends?
Teacher, letter A, ignorante.
Why letter A, Alex?
No. Porque creo que escuché decir que tenía un grupo grande de amigos para salir.
Okay, Jenny, what do you think it's letter B? Por ahí Jenny me dijo la número 2. Why? Why do you think it's number 2? Or it's letter B?
Porque la escuché.
Listen again, guys.
Right?
Yeah, we never go out in groups or anything, though. I like to see them in ones and twos.
I like to see them in ones and twos. Me gusta verles uno a uno o dos a dos. Es decir, the right answer was letter B. She goes out with one or two friends. Okay? Pay attention to that. Let's listen the next one. Does she like to be the center of attention or maybe she prefers to keep a low profile? Okay, pay attention, guys.
I guess I just like to spend more focused time with them. You get to know your friends better that way, I think.
So you don't like big groups, huh?
No. And I hate being the center of attention, too. I would never have a big birthday party or anything.
So, letter A or letter B?
Letter A, teacher.
You sure, Alex? Does she likes to be the center of attention?
Sí, teacher, me parece que sí escuché eso.
Okay, that's the tricky when you are going with the listening section of your proficiency test. Cuando ustedes vayan a dar el examen de suficiencia van a encontrarse con audios como estos. No van a tener exactamente las respuestas ahí. Tienen que aprender a escuchar bien. En este caso, sí, ustedes escuchan center of attention, pero antes de esas dos palabras, ustedes tienen una que les está dando la respuesta. Look at this.
For anything, though. I like to see them in ones and twos. I guess I just like to spend more focused time with them. You get to know your friends better that way, I think.
So you don't like big groups, huh?
No. And I hate being the center of attention, too.
And I hate being the center of attention. What's the meaning of I hate?
No le gusta.
Que no le gusta, exacto. Odio ser el centro de atención. Ustedes están escuchando la palabra centro de atención y piensan que esa es la respuesta correcta. Careful, guys. Be careful. It's not always the answer. So the right answer here would be letter B. She wants to keep a low profile. Sí, prefiere mantener un perfil bajo. No le gusta ser el centro de atención. Okay, let's continue with number 5. Tell jokes and stories. Does she like to tell jokes and stories, or she prefer to listen as other people tell jokes? What do you think? Let's listen.
I would never have a big birthday party or anything. I couldn't get through something like that, so...
Right.
But I enjoy socializing, and I like it when other people tell stories and joke around and stuff.
So, what do you think is the right answer for number 5?
B.
Why, Jenny? Why is it letter B?
Dijo I like. Porque ella dijo me
Like
gusta.
to listen. I like listening when other people tell jokes, right? Okay. Let's move to the next one. Engage in chit chat or have more serious conversations. Ok, vamos a ver si a ella le gusta el chisme, estar chismeando por ahí. We could say chit chat and or have more serious conversations. ¿Qué preferirá ella? ¿Tener conversaciones más serias o tal vez estar comadreando, ¿no? Chismeando. Let's listen.
Enjoy a good joke, as long as I'm not the one telling it. And I do like to chat with my friends. You know, we gossip sometimes. I mean, it's not like we have serious conversations all the time.
So, what's the answer? Letter A or letter B?
I enjoy a good joke, as long as I'm not the one telling it. And I do like to chat with my friends. You know, we gossip sometimes. I mean,
here you have a clue. Here you have a clue. No, it's not letter B. And I'm going to tell you why. Here you have the clues. She says, I love chatting, right? Me gusta chatear. And you know, we sometimes gossip. Do you know what's the meaning of gossip? Generalmente nosotros lo que hacemos las mujeres más.
And I do like to chat with my friends. You know, we gossip sometimes.
We gossip sometimes. Nosotros chismeamos a veces, ¿no es cierto? Nosotros chismeamos, nos gusta el chisme a veces. Ahí ustedes ya tienen la clave de la respuesta. Si ustedes aquí tienen que le gusta chismear, so the right answer would be which one? Letter A or letter B?
Letter A, teacher.
Letter A. She likes gossiping or she likes chatting, right? Let's move to the next one, guys. Do tasks with others or figure things out alone. Which one does Jessica prefer? ¿Preferirá hacer las cosas con los demás o descubrir las cosas por ella misma? Let's listen, guys.
Times. I mean, it's not like we have serious conversations all the time. Not at all. So yeah. Do I sound like an introvert?
Maybe. I think introverts also like to work on their own, figure things out for themselves. They're not so good at group work or teamwork.
Well, I like being part of a team and working in groups. I think it's a creative way to work.
So you're more of a team player, you think?
Yeah, definitely.
So, what do you think, A or B?
A, porque dijo que are working in groups.
Yes, she likes working in groups, exactly. So, she's more of a team player. Yes, she likes to work with others. And the last one, do you think of yourself as a social animal or do you think yourself as an individual? Ok, vamos a ver si Jessica cree o se ve como un animal social, alguien social o parte de la manada o como una individua, ¿sí? Como un sujeto único. Let's listen, guys.
Well, maybe you're just a little of each. Extrovert and introvert? I mean, you're not exactly a social animal, right?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I like people, but yeah, I'm more of an individual. I'm just me, I guess.
Yeah, you're just you.
So, guys, which one is the right answer?
B.
Letter B, exactly. Yeah, she thinks about herself as an individual. Okay, guys. So here you learn something. It's not always the right answer if you heard some of the phrases or words you have on the questions. Si no siempre cuando ustedes escuchen, por ejemplo, una palabra que tienen en la pregunta, esa es la respuesta correcta. ¿Sí? Algunas veces tienen palabras antes o después que pueden decir o hacer que la oración signifique todo lo opuesto, ¿no es cierto? Por ejemplo, I love, me encanta, I hate, odio, ¿sí? Y eso cambia completamente el sentido de nuestra oración. Be careful with that, guys. Mucho ojo con ese listening, que también es una parte importante al momento de su examen de suficiencia, que ya está a la vuelta de la esquina, chicos. Okay, it's just around the corner. So, guys, today we're going to see the uses of this word, this simple word as. Can you remember that a few lessons ago you were saying the use of as? Like a way to compare, right? Nosotros veíamos este as como una forma para comparar, ¿no es cierto? Los dos as big as, or as short as, or is not as good as, ¿sí? Eso cuando teníamos dos as entre un adjetivo, ¿verdad? As good as, or as bad as. ¿Qué pasa si en una oración o en un párrafo ustedes encuentran únicamente just with one as? Sí, solo con una palabrita de estas, as. This word, as you saw in the morning with the case of so, has different meanings. ¿Sí? Por más pequeña que sea esta palabrita, al igual que la de la mañana, so, puede darse en tres contextos diferentes. Podemos tener tres significados diferentes. ¿Sí? El primer significado es el significado de ser. ¿Sí? Look at this. We have the first meaning que sería como de ser. As a doctor, for example, como doctora, porque soy una doctora, ¿no es cierto? Ese es el significado de alguien que es, ¿no? As a doctor or as a teacher, I can help you with this. Si como profesora, porque soy profesora, puedo ayudarles a esto, ¿no? Ese es el primer uso o el primer contexto de esta palabra as. Va a significar cómo, pero haciendo referencia a que la persona es algo, ¿sí? Then we have the second use. The second use, we have as with the meaning of because. También podemos tener esta palabrita as en el contexto de por qué o cuando ustedes están dando una explicación, ¿sí? For example, we're going to read it later, this paragraph. For example, we can say, I can change my clothes as I got dirty, okay? I can change my clothes as I got dirty. Sí, me puedo cambiar la ropa porque se me ensució, ¿sí? As I got dirty. Okay, we have the meaning of as, like because. ¿Sí? Va a tener un significado o un contexto de explicación, ¿no? Están diciendo ustedes del porqué de algo. I like to meet new places as I like to travel, ¿sí? Me gusta conocer muchos lugares porque me gusta viajar. Sí, estamos aquí dando como la razón. And then we can also use this as when you want to talk about an activity or something that is happening in a period of time or while something is happening. For example, este while también tiene un significado de mientras, es decir, que algo se está realizando mientras otra acción también se realiza. For example, we have I can visit my friend's house as I talk to or as I enjoy playing video games with them. ¿Sí? Puedo ir a la casa de mis amigos mientras disfruto jugando con ellos. ¿Sí? Este as también tiene un significado de mientras. Entonces, let me write over here some of the meanings, ¿ok? Les voy a escribir aquí más o menos cuál sería el significado o el contexto de cada uno. So, we were saying that the last meaning was like mientras. Mientras, okay, yeah, mientras. Then we have the other one. This as that means por qué, right? Like a reason. And this one has the meaning like como. Because someone is that, okay? Like being. Okay. So here we have the three cases we can use or the meanings of this word at three different contexts, okay? So can you please help me reading this short paragraph, please? Let me see. Javi, can you help me reading, please?
Okay, teacher. Life as an extrovert. As an extrovert, I love to socialize. I can't even imagine myself as an introvert. My friends say I am a real party person, and I think parties are a great way to make new friends. I enjoy going out to new places as I love to meet new people. I rarely ever invite my friends to my home as I share an apartment with someone who is an introvert. I get excited as the weekend gets closer. I enjoy.
Exactly. Thank you, Javi. So, guys, can you help me finding some of these as? Ayúdenme a encontrar cuántos as tenemos ahí con el significado de ser. Where can you find this kind of use? ¿Dónde encontramos este uso?
Teacher, a ver, donde dice I can't even imagine myself as
Cuando dice que es
introvert.
extrovertido,
Ok, a ver, ¿podrías darme el ejemplo, Javi, y luego me ayuda Alex?
as an extrovert en la primera.
Okay. In the first one, yes, in the title and in the first line, right? Where else? ¿Dónde más?
Ahí abajito, igual cuando dice as an introvert.
Exactly. Alex, me estabas diciendo también otra.
Esa es la que le decía, teacher. A ver, otra vez. Ya esa nomás hay, teacher.
Okay. What about the meaning of because? ¿En dónde podremos encontrar una con el significado como de por qué?
Teacher, sería en esa frase que dice, my home as I share an apartment with someone who is an introvert.
Okay, dice, I hardly ever invite my friends to my home. As I share an apartment with someone who is an introvert. Okay, yes. As I share, porque comparto el departamento. No invito a mucha gente a mi casa porque comparto el departamento con alguien que es introvertido, right? What about the third meaning? While, mientras.
Teacher, al final, donde dice I get excited as the weekend.
Okay, I get excited as the weekend gets closer. Sí, me emociono sí, me emociono mientras llega el fin de semana o se acerca el fin de semana o porque se acerca el fin de semana.
Las dos quedan bien, teacher.
Okay, I get excited as the weekend gets closer. There's something else. You are missing the one with the meaning of while. Por ahí todavía nos queda una con el significado de mientras.
Sí, teacher, en la parte que dice I enjoy going out to new place as I love.
Exactly. I enjoy going out to new places as I love to meet new people. Me gusta ir o disfruto ir a nuevos lugares mientras conozco a más personas. So here we have the three meanings. Look at this. There's another one with the meaning of be. Miren, nos ha quedado una más con el meaning, con el primer significado de ser. Who is an introvert, ¿no? ¿Quién es una persona introvertida? So guys, here you have the three meanings of this word as, right? Tenemos tres formas entonces de utilizar esta palabrita tan pequeñita as. Cuando nos referimos a nosotros como que somos algo, sí estamos diciendo que somos algo. For example, as a student, as a lawyer, ¿sí? Como abogado, como contadora, como profesora, como enfermera. Estamos diciendo que somos algo, ¿no? Nos referimos o hacemos referencia a eso. Then we have the, the as, that means because, el que significa por qué, ¿no es cierto? No hago esto porque pasa esto, ¿no? I hardly ever invite my friends to my home as I share an apartment with someone. Porque comparto el departamento con alguien más. And the last one, that means while, ¿sí? El que significa mientras. Es decir, I enjoy going out to new places as I love to meet new people. Disfruto salir a nuevos lugares mientras conozco a más gente. En el significado de mientras, ¿ok? So guys, pay attention to this because you're going to use it now. Vamos a utilizar estos tres usos del as in the next classwork. What do you have to do, guys? It's not so complicated. Let me share with you your classwork so you know what you have to do, okay? Well, it's time for us to also write something. And what are you going to write about? Okay, let me share with you the presentation so you know what are you going to talk about, okay? Okay, here it is. So, what you have to do is you are going to write a short article, as short as the one you already saw, okay? It's going to be something short and you're going to explain us your social style. I mean, you're going to tell us if you are introvert or maybe an extrovert, or if you consider that you are both of them, okay? So, how can you do this? You're going to write it on the Padlet. I'm going to share this link with you as well, so you can write the classwork. And once you open the link of Padlet, you're going to see something similar to this, okay? So what are you going to do? You're going to write a short paragraph explaining us if you are an introvert or an extrovert, and you're going to use the three uses of as, okay? Vamos a utilizar los tres as, los tres significados o los tres usos de esta palabrita as en este artículo cortito donde me van a decir si se consideran introverts or extroverts. Okay, guys? How much time do you have for this activity, guys? You have 20 minutes to do it. Okay, so...
Teacher, o sea, ¿ese es el classwork de hoy?
Yes, this is the class.
Okay, teacher.
This is the one you're going to take the picture and upload to the system. A este es al que le van a tomar la foto y le van a subir al sistema. Okay, so can you see the link? ¿Les llegó el link a Zoom?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Now let me share in your WhatsApp group and then you can start. Don't forget, guys, to write your names. No se olviden de poner sus nombres. Okay, I'm going to share with you the link. Okay, now you have it also on your WhatsApp group. Enter to the classwork. Okay. Yes, I can see that Alex could already Padlet. Jenny as well. Thank you. Keep on writing, guys. Okay, I have some of your participations. As an introvert, I do things alone. Okay. Yes, I can see that, Nancy. Sí, veo que vas publicando poco a poco y vas guardando. Yes, I think I am both. I'm a little bit of both, yes. Número 9, la evidencia del Padlet que hicimos, que acabamos de hacer el día de hoy, ¿ok? Now, what are we going to do as a homework this week? ¿Cuál sería el trabajo de esta semana, guys? Pay attention. And it's video week, okay? So we have to make a video on Flipgrid. What are you going to do in this video, guys? You are going to talk about some rules and regulations, okay? So what I'm asking you to do is to describe the rules or regulations that you need to follow in some specific places or situations. For example, when you are at home, okay? When you are at home, you should have some rules, right? Maybe you have to do your bed after you wake up. You have to do the dishes, or you have to, I don't know, close the doors or turn off the lights, etc., etc. So you're going to tell me 4 rules of each of these places, okay? 4 rules or regulations you have at home, 4 rules you have at university, 4 rules that you have to follow at the bank, and 4 rules that you usually follow in your church, okay? So try to use some modal verbs while you do this, okay? Try to remember some modal verbs and try to use them in the rules. What are the rules? Don't forget, the rules are some things, some instructions that we need to follow. These are things that we need to follow, okay? So, let me show you how would it be when you open the link, okay? Once you open the link and you're going to make the Flipgrid, you're going to find something like this. Se van a encontrar con algo como esto cuando abran su Flipgrid, okay? Just like this. Okay, let me change that. Here it is. Okay, here you have the same explanation. Tenemos la misma explicación. Es decir, van a utilizar modal verbs, ¿sí? Verbos modales para ir acordándonos de cuáles eran. Modal verbs, and you're going to write some rules. 4 reglas ¿sí? O instrucciones, reglas o reglamentos que ustedes tengan at home, at university, at the bank, and in a church. ¿Ok? That's what you're going to tape. Ese sería el video que ustedes van a realizar esta semana como trabajo. Understood? So, can you tell me what are you going to do? Vicky, ¿qué tienen de tarea esta semana? Hello, Vicky, what do you have to do this week? By the way, guys, the activity is also already done on your Cambridge, on your platform. So once you do the video, you can upload it. And also don't forget, guys, to continue completing the Cambridge platform. You need to cover all unit number 4. Necesitamos completar toda la unidad 4 ya de la plataforma de Cambridge. Recuerden realizar el contenido, el online workbook y las video activities, okay, guys? Don't forget that. So don't forget to complete unit number 4. Don't forget to do the video activity that you have up to the next class. And don't forget to upload the evidence of today's work. No se olviden de subir la evidencia del trabajo de hoy. So, Diana Andrango, Juan David Bravo, Javi Córdoba, Alex, Anderson, Sabrina, Jenny, Josie, Lisette, Lisbeth, Laura, Grace, Cassandra, Vicky, Eric, and Brian. You can leave the class, guys, if you want. Con ustedes ya habría terminado porque ya tengo su evidencia dentro del sistema, chicos. Si quieren, pueden salir.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Teachers.
Bye, guys.
See you next week.
Okay, see you later.
Thank
See
you,
you next class.
teacher.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
teacher. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, teachers.
You're welcome. Okay.
Thank you, teachers.
You're welcome, Sabri.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome, Lily. Brian, ¿de qué te olvidaste?
Ah, no, teacher, es que se me salió de la reunión y justo estaba explicando lo de la tarea y no alcancé a escuchar bien, más o menos. Pero debe estar ahí en las indicaciones, ¿no es cierto?
Yes, tienen que escribir, tienen que, you have to tape a video, el video de Flipgrid que hacemos siempre, donde vas a describir 4 reglas, ¿no? 4 reglas o instrucciones que tú debas seguir at home, at university, at the bank, or maybe in your church. And Also, you have to use some modal verbs. Es decir, que nos vamos a cortar de los verbos modales para hacer esto, ¿sí?
O sea, 4 reglas para esas 4 situaciones.
4
serían
reglas por cada situación.
O sea, 8, 16 reglas.
4 en la
Ah,
universidad,